Hello, animal communicators, and welcome to this week's live and totally free power training created just for you. What I'm really excited about today is that this is not a normal power training, it's actually a power invite. A power invite for you. I have created a really special invitation for you that I'm really excited about. And it's so that I can help you get really clear on what's in your way with your animal communication work, but more importantly, I can create resources, free resources that will help you overcome whatever it is that's in your way. Now, before we dive into that, I want to also share with you a little bit of training. So I do like to bring. I mean, I think the invitation call is actually hugely valuable in its own right because you're going to let me know what you're stuck with, and I'm going to come and provide a free resource to help you get unstuck. That's fairly valuable for sure. But I want to bring you something that's really been kind of in my mind all morning. I did not plan to talk about this, but it's been there. It's been there. And it kind of follows on from last week's power training. So I want to bring this in for you as well. So before I dive into your amazing invitation to share with me all the things that are in your animal communication way, and before I share with you how to use how to use fear as a positive tool to move forward. Let me just quickly introduce myself for those of you that don't know me. My name is Sarah Jane LeBlanc. I'm a professional animal communicator, mentor, trainer, and coach, and I have been teaching people just like you for more than 20 years now. In addition to that, I'm a trained energy therapist, shamanic practitioner, and I am a certified coach, and I bring more than 30 years of private client work to my animal communication teachings and support for students and established practitioners as well. So let's dive into, we'll do the fear first, I think. So last week, if you haven't seen last week's power training, I took you through an investigative process of inquiry to really help you get clear on what was really stopping you from doing what you want to do and doing what you say you want to do around animal communication. Quite often, people will automatically churn out, oh, it's just because I don't have time at the moment, or I don't have money, or I don't have the energy, or my health's not great. They're the kind of most common reasons that people give. But using the line of inquiry that I created for last week's power training, I really help you dig below that, underneath that, so you can discover what the real reason is, because it's very rarely one of those core reasons that we use. There's usually always something else. So if you haven't checked out that training, go and do that. You might want to hit pause on this one, because what I'm going to talk about now around fear kind of naturally follows on from that. And top tip here, if you're sitting thinking, well, I know what it is, it's because I don't have time right now, or I don't have money right now, or you know what the reason is, even more reason for you to pause this video and go check out last week's. So fear, I want to talk a little bit about fear, because I have fear too. I have fear, I have worries, I have insecurities, I have doubts. I have all of that stuff going on as well, just like you do. So it's called being human. It's called being human. What I'm probably have an advantage over is that I trained in brain work. I just call it that because it's easier, because people will understand what that is. So I trained 10 years ago in understanding the brain, how the brain works, and more importantly, how you can shift and clear beliefs that don't serve you. So that's the work that I'm also trained in. And so it's from that angle that I want to bring in this piece about fear, because we all have fears. And for some of my clients, that fear grips them here like a vice on the throat, and they kind of become smaller version of themselves. They don't speak out so much. And really the throat, on an energetic level, represents the expression of your true authentic self. So if you feel that fear in your throat, it's because you're suppressing your true authentic self. For other clients, and for me too, my fear grips me like a tight vice in the very pit of my stomach, and it usually wakes me up at silly o'clock in the middle of the night. So that's where my fear shows up. And what I want to really hone in on here is that fear is normal. Fear is actually healthy, and fear serves a purpose for our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind wants to keep us safe. That's its only job. That's its only job. It's to keep us safe and alive. So when you start talking about, oh, I'm going to do animal communication, or oh, I'm going to go to this workshop that Sarah Jane's doing, or oh, I'm going to sign up to this program, or I'm going to book myself some one-to-one mentorship. That's what you want to do. You want to go out and make your difference for the animals. That's what you're saying you want to do, and it's what you're feeling that you want to do. It's what your head is envisaging you doing. But actually, what you end up doing is something quite different. And that's usually when the fear kicks in. So the fear just knocks that excitement right on its head, because you have the excitement first. It's like, yes, I get to follow my dreams and make a difference in the world of animals. I get to help animals. I get to help their people. That's exciting. And then the fear creeps in and grips us either here or whatever it grips you in your body. And then we start to recoil and retract. And we're like, well, maybe I'll not do it quite that big. Maybe I'll just do it this size, or maybe I just won't do it at all. So if that's what's going on for you, it just means that fear has taken over and fear has won. But all that's really happening is that your subconscious mind is saying, come back here when it's safe, when I can protect you. Don't go out there when it's scary and it's unknown, because where you're going is unknown, uncharted territory. And that is the number one thing that will knock your subconscious mind off its perch and will have it acting out in all different ways to get you back to the status quo where you're safe. So what I want to leave with you here around this fear piece is that when that fear shows up after the initial excitement, I want you to see that fear not as, oh, the amount of people, honestly, please don't say it like this. That this is me come doing my calling out the BS, okay? The amount of people that have said to me, oh, Sarah Jane, it's a sign from the universe. I wasn't meant to do that. I wasn't meant to sign up for that program, or I wasn't meant to do whatever. It's a sign. No, it's not a sign. It's not a sign from the universe. It's a sign from your body, your unconscious mind that's in a fear state that's saying, don't go there because I don't know how to protect you out there. Can't keep you safe out there because I don't know what's going to happen out there. It's not a sign from the universe. Please, if you take nothing else from this training, take that. It's not a sign from the universe. That's just complete codswallop, complete BS. It's your subconscious mind. So I want you to, when that fear comes up for you in whatever way that it comes up for you, and you feel yourself recoiling, you feel yourself playing small and retracting and just not doing what you want to do, what ignited your soul just earlier that day or the day before or for the last few weeks suddenly has been extinguished. When that happens, I want you to see that fear for what it is. It's an indicator, it's a sign that you are on the right path. And all that's happening, my lovelies, is that your subconscious mind is trying to get you off that path so it can get you back on its path of safety. So when you venture off there, that's where the fear comes in. Not because it's not what you're meant to do, but in 99.9% of times, it's because it's exactly what you're meant to be doing. It's exactly what you're meant to be doing, and the soul knows a change is coming, and that can be really scary. So that's my teaching around fear. So if you are experiencing that kind of fear, if you've been following these videos, you know I've got a workshop coming up. So if you want to come on the workshop and you're thinking, oh no, there's fear there. What if I'm the only person that can't communicate? What if I fall flat on my face and I get it all wrong and I look like an idiot, or whatever it is that's going through your mind? Then know that that's just an indicator that you are meant to be doing the workshop, or you're meant to be signing up for the program, or you're meant to have that one-to-one mentorship, or whatever it is. And I'm keeping this very much to animal communication, but this will show up in all areas of your life. So in terms of the workshop, what better place to be than to have me right by your side, holding your hand through it. And if you fall down, I will be there to pick you up, brush you down, and even put sticky plasters on your knees if you need that. What better place to be? And all through the 2 days, I will be showing you and helping you identify where your blocks and your unserving, limiting beliefs are showing up for you, not just in your animal communication work, but in all areas of your life. And we will blast through them on the Sunday evening with a glorious fire ceremony. We're having a shamanic fire ceremony where the power of the fire will transmute all of your blocks, so you leave the workshop really set up for your best success. So if you are having fears and doubts about the workshop, know that that's where you're meant to be, and you're going to be really held. Really held. You and just 7 other people. I can hold all of you so deeply, so tenderly, and take you through that process. So whether it's the workshop or whether it's something else, have a think about that fear. Have a think about the excitement that was there first. Tap into the excitement. Tap into the excitement, because that's where you're meant to be. That's what you're meant to be doing. And then have a nod to the fear, a nod of acknowledgement. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, whether it's here or here. I feel you, but I'm not letting you run me. I'm taking this as a sign that this is what I'm meant to do. So that's my teaching for you around fear. But let me come back now to my power invite, because I am overhauling everything at Pet Whisperer. I've overhauled my programs. I've been doing that for the last year and a half. I'm upgrading everything. I'm up leveling everything. If you're in some of my smaller programs, they're all going to be overhauled, new videos, new training, and new opportunities. But I'm also wanting to overhaul these videos that I do for you each week as well. I show up with what I know is valuable content that will help you move forward. But what I want to do is make sure that this valuable content is valuable for you right here, right now, and where you are in your current animal communication journey. So I invite you to hop onto the link in the description where you can fill out a short questionnaire that you can tell me all your animal communication struggles, your fears, your doubts, get it all on that questionnaire, and then I will respond to those fears and those doubts through new training videos, my free content, my newsletter subscribers. I'll be putting a lot of stuff in there. If you're on my newsletter list, you always get extra. That's just the way that I like to do things. So I'll be taking everybody's responses, and I will be creating new, completely free content that is a perfect fit for where you are right now in your animal communication journey. Like, how valuable is that? And it will take you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So hop onto that link and let me know what your fears and struggles are, and I will create content to help you overcome them right here, right now, at this place in your journey. Not having to wait forever, not having to wait for the right video to come up at the right moment. I'll be creating the right videos responding to where you are feeling stuck right now. So all that I want to leave you with today is a quote. Actually, I'm going to leave you with 2 quotes, taking us back to the fear piece, because nobody said it any better than Susan Jeffers in the title of her book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That was the title of Susan Jeffers' book. I read that, maybe about 30 years ago. Life-changing for me. And then it brings me to a second quote. I think it was Gandhi, but I might be wrong. And it is, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Taking action. So courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and still taking action. 2 powerful quotes from very different places, but all alluding to the same thing. Don't let the fear stop you from being where you're meant to be. If you feel the fear, feel it, acknowledge it, move through it, get support if you need to. If you need support to move past that fear, reach out. If it's to do with your animal communication work, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. This is what I do. This is what I do every day. Students on my program, as well as established and professional practitioners. So if you're feeling stuck, reach out. You do not need to be stuck in your animal communication work. So if you're feeling that fear, take it as a positive sign that you're on the right track. And if you need help to move through and beyond that fear, reach out to me. All my details are in the description. Until next time, be courageous. Bye.